Hello everyone. So in this video, we will learn how to automatically save successful Razorpay orders in Google Sheets and ConvertKit and also add registrants to Zoom meeting. So let us begin with a small example. So as you can see, this is my Razorpay checkout page and a person called as Selenia Gomez is going to fill some details and make her payment. And once the payment is made on this checkout page in Razorpay, the details of the payee will be added here. Furthermore, she will be added as a subscriber in ConvertKit and also she will be added as a registrant in a particular Zoom meeting. So let us begin the experiment. So we have a person called as Selenia Gomez. The first name is Selenia, the last name is Gomez. This is the email address starbuck123@gmail.com and this is of course the phone number. And this is the amount that she's going to pay. And let me just click on pay, 1300. So she's going for card. So these are the card details. So Selenia Gomez is now going to enter her CVV and pay. Skip saving card and success. Okay, so a payment of 1300 has been made by a person called as Selenia Gomez. Now the idea is that the details of Selenia Gomez will be added in Google Sheets. So yes, as you can see, the details of Selenia Gomez has been automatically added in Google Sheets. We have the name, that is Selenia Gomez. We have the email starbuck123@gmail.com. This is the phone number, this is the amount, and this is the payment ID. Now let me just take you to ConvertKit and let me just refresh this page, okay, the subscribers page. And as you can see, we do have a new subscriber called as Selenia. And this is her email address, starbuck123@gmail.com. Furthermore, there is a meeting called as Yoga Session 101. And in this particular session, she will be added as a registrant. So let's have a look. Do we have a registrant? Nope, we don't have the registrant. Let me just refresh this. So let me just once again click on view. Yes, we do have Selenia Gomez as a registrant in Zoom meeting. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Razorpay to Google Sheets to ConvertKit as well as Zoom? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Razorpay, Google Sheets, ConvertKit and Zoom. Now the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Okay, so let us begin the process. So in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. So this is the website of pabbly.com. Just hover on products and here you will find connect. Just click on connect. Okay, so all you have to do is just click on sign up for free, build your account in 2 minutes. In my case, I have already built an account, so let me just click on sign in. So this is the app section of Pabbly. All you have to do is scroll down and simply just click on access now in the connect app. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm planning to give it as Razorpay to Google Sheets to ConvertKit to Zoom. Okay, and let me just click on create. So when you click on create, you will find two windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. So what's the deal with the trigger window as well as the action window? So when you're talking about automation in Pabbly Connect, it works on the concept of triggers and action. The trigger generally means if statement. It asks a question, if this happens, then what should be done? For example, if a new payment is captured or a new payment is made in Razorpay, then what action should be taken by the system? Now, with regards to the action can be anything from adding data into Google Sheets or creating a customer or a subscriber in ConvertKit or creating a registrant in Zoom. So technically, we will be having 3 more action windows. Okay, so using these trigger windows as well as the action window, we are going to create a workflow to integrate Razorpay to Google Sheets to ConvertKit to Zoom. Now there is something else I have to tell you. After I have built this workflow, I will make sure the link of this workflow is available in the description box so that you can clone it and directly access it into your account to begin your automation journey right now. Okay, so in the trigger window, we are going to select the choose app as Razorpay because that's basically the trigger. Because when a payment is made in Razorpay, it has to send the data to Pabbly Connect. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as payment captured? Payment capture it is. Okay, so payment captured is a trigger event. So we obviously have a ton of trigger events. As you can see, these are all the trigger events. But in case if you want more trigger events, just approach the help section. Okay, so when you click on the help section, you will be directed to Pabbly forums, and here you can make a request that you want so and so trigger events or even the action events. So at present, I'm just going to cancel this. So the gist is we are going to receive the data in Pabbly Connect when a payment is captured in Razorpay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm straight away taking you to Razorpay. So this is the dashboard of Razorpay, and as you can see, these are all the payment pages we have. So basically, to integrate Razorpay to Pabbly Connect, first of all, let me just scroll down, and here you will find settings. At the left bottom, you will find settings. Click on settings. Okay, so we actually have a detailed instruction. So first of all, we have to go to settings and webhook. Okay, so first we have reached the settings page, and as you can see, we have an option called as webhook. In my case, I have already added 4 webhooks. For your consideration, I'm going to add a new webhook. Okay, so what's next? Then we have to set up a webhook, and this can be done after pasting the webhook URL. So here we have to paste the webhook URL. So to get the webhook URL, so this is the webhook URL you want. You just copy this and simply paste it here. Okay, now what? Now we have to make sure the payment type is payment captured. Okay, so what about them? The secret and the alert email. So the secret and the alert email can be left empty. We don't really have to do anything about it. Now this is the most important part, the active event. Now it is mentioning that we have to select the active event as payment captured. So payment captured it is, we have selected it, and simply just click on create webhook. So it is showing the webhook has been saved successfully. This basically means we have a successful integration between Razorpay as well as Pabbly Connect. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to the payment pages, and I'm going to make a payment. Okay, for example, we have a checkout page, online courses. So I'm just going to copy the URL of this particular payment page, okay, and open this in a new tab. Now the idea is that only if a payment of 1300 is made, then only the data should flow to Zoom as well as Google Sheet as well as ConvertKit. But as you can see, we do have a ton of checkout pages for very different amounts. For instance, we have this checkout page. Okay, so let me just copy this and open this in a new tab. Okay, so here by default it is showing the amount as 150, but here it is showing 1300. Similarly, we have different checkout pages, different payment pages for different amount. So the idea is that only if a payment of 1300 is made, then only the person will be added to a Zoom meeting. Furthermore, then only the person will be added to a Google Sheet and also added as a subscriber in ConvertKit. So what we're going to do here is we are going to also establish the filters. So we are actually going way forward. First of all, let's make some entry here. So we have a person called as Tom. So the first name is Tom, the last name is Cruz. This is the email address, and this is basically the phone number. Okay, and the amount he's willing to pay is 1300. And let me just click on pay. Then we have card. So these are the card details of Tom Cruise. And let me just click on pay 1300. Skip saving card and just click on success. So a payment has been made by a person called as Tom Cruise. Okay, so as you can see, the payment is of 1300. Now since Pabbly Connect is integrated with Razorpay, let's have a look whether Pabbly Connect has captured this detail or not. Yes, we do have the details. The event is payment captured. Okay, so this is something important, and the payload payment entity status is showing it as captured. Now the important thing you have to note here is the payment was made of 1300, but it is showing something like 1,30,000 or something. As you can see, 2 extra zeros has been added here. Okay, so the problem here is when the data was sent by Razorpay, it actually added 2 extra zeros. Basically it removed the decimal point. So what we have to do is, first of all, we actually have to get rid of these 2 extra zeros, because here it is showing 1,30,000, but the payment was made of 1300. So this is kind of wrong. So before we enter the details into Google Sheets, ConvertKit or Zoom, we actually have to trim the amount. And this is how you trim the amount. In the action window, you basically just select the app as API by Pabbly. This one, okay. The process is we are just trying to trim the amount. Okay, I hope it is getting clear. And just follow my step. Now the action event, you have to keep it as get. We do have a ton of action events, but we have to keep it as get. Now we have to fix the endpoint URL. So this is the endpoint URL. Let me add the endpoint URL. Okay, so this is the endpoint URL. So you must be thinking, where should I get the endpoint URL? So I will add this in the description box. You do have to enter the endpoint URL, okay? Otherwise this system won't work. Then we have the authentication. Let's keep it as no authentication. Okay, we have to keep it as no authentication. And also let's add a parameter. The parameter here is, I'm just going to manually type amount, or in my case, I'm just going to just add amount. And the value was, if you remember, it was 1300. Okay, and it is showing it as 1,30,000. So we are going to map that particular detail here. And this is how you map it. You click here and you just add the amount. Okay, so as you can see, this is the payment amount. So the idea is that when I click on save and send test request, it will actually trim the amount. Okay, so at present it is 1,30,000. It will trim the amount to 1300. Let me show you the magic. Okay, so the status, it is showing success. The amount as 1300. So that's good. So what's next? So here is the thing. As you can see, we do have a ton of checkout pages, ton of payment pages, and each of these payment pages is for different payment amount. We have 150, we have 1300, we have 7000. So the idea is that the data should only flow when the payment is made of 1300 only. Okay, so that is why we are going to establish the filter. So the filter is something like this. You click on the action window. Okay, so here you will find filter by Pabbly. You click this and we are going to establish two filters. So the first filter is the payment is captured. Okay, so obviously the data should only flow when the payment is captured. There can be instances when the payment was cancelled or payment was put on hold. We only want the data when a payment is captured. At the same time, the payment was made of 1300 only. So that is why, first of all, we are going to make sure the event is payment captured. So let me just scroll down and here you will find captured. Okay, payload payment entity status, that is captured. This is something you get from here. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, payment entity status, that is captured, is equal to captured. Okay, captured. Now that's the first condition, that is payment entity status is captured. In case it shows something like payment entity status as cancelled, the data won't flow. Okay, I hope it is getting clear. Now the second condition is the payment when captured, it should be only of 1300. So once again, we are just going to click here and the event is, again, let me just go to the trigger. Okay, I'm sorry, the trigger, it should not be from trigger because we have the trigger accordion as 1,30,000, which is kind of wrong. We want the amount that is 1300. Okay, not 1,30,000, 1300. Amount 1300 is equal to 1300. For instance, if someone makes a payment of 150, it will show the amount as 150, which is actually not equal to 1300, and the data will not flow. Okay, I hope it is getting clear. So at this point, since both of these conditions are true, the payment entity status is captured is equal to captured, the amount is 1300 is equal to 1300. So when I click on save and send test request, it will definitely fetch me the data that this event is true. So let me just click on save and send test request. Yes, the status is success, the message is condition is true. So we have established the condition that only when the payment of 1300 is made, then only the data should flow to Google Sheets, ConvertKit, and make a registrant in a Zoom meeting. So first of all, we are going to deal with Google Sheet. So we are going to select the app as Google Sheet. Google Sheets. Now in the action event, how about we make it as add new row and simply just click on connect. So we are going with the new connection and simply just click on connect with Google Sheets. Okay, so these are the series of Gmail accounts I have, and there are some things I have to tell you. First of all, why we have mentioned the action event as add new row. And as you can see, these are all the Gmail accounts I have. Now I'm interested in this account. So you're obviously thinking why. Now I'm planning to enter all the details in this particular Google Sheet. That is 1300 Razorpay data sheet, 1300 Razorpay data sheet. This is a new Google Sheet that I have made. And this Google Sheet is present in this account. Okay, so still I haven't told you why the action event is add new row. I will deal with that later. Let me just click on add on this particular Gmail account. It is asking me to confirm my choice. So before I press allow, let me just tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. So on the basis of that trust, let me just press allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. Just press OK. Okay, so as you can see, we have some set of fields. Okay, so first of all, we have to select the spreadsheet. By default, it is actually showing content marketing for SaaS software, but we want this sheet, that is 1300 Razorpay data sheet. So we are just going to click here. So as you can see, these are all the spreadsheet that is present in my Gmail account or my Google Drive account. So I'm interested in this particular Google sheet, that is 1300 Razorpay data sheet. So I have selected it. Now we are going to select the sheet as sheet 1. So it is by default showing the sheet as sheet 1. This is because there is only one sheet, that is sheet 1. Okay, so why the action event is add new row? So the idea is that we are going to use Pabbly Connect to fill all these cells one by one. So these are the adjacent cells. And once these cells are filled, it will actually create a new row. Okay, I hope it is getting clear. So we have the same fields that we had in the old sheet. Okay, name, email, phone, amount, payment ID. So we have name, email, phone, amount, payment ID. So basically the same cells. And as you can see, all these columns, name, email, phone, amount, and payment ID is now reflected as fields. Okay, so we are going to start mapping one by one. If you remember correctly, the name was, I think, what was the name? I think it was Tom. Okay, so we have mapped it. So remember this is the data that we have received from the trigger window. Okay, so this was the trigger window, and here we have received the data that is Tom Cruise. Excellent. And then we have the email, and we are going to map the email. So the email was, what was the email? Okay, tomcruise123@gmail.com. In case of name, how about we add the full name? We only added the first name, so we can add the full name. We just enter a blank, and after that map the last name also. So the last name is Cruise. Okay. Then we have the phone number. So this is the phone number. Let me just add the phone number, and we have mapped it. Then we have the amount. So the amount data will be found in this particular accordion. Okay. We had trimmed the amount. The amount is 1300. The payment ID, once again, go to the first accordion, and this is the payment ID, and we have mapped it. So we have mapped sufficient details, actually all details. So all we have to do is to send this data, just click on save and send test request. So the data has been sent. So let's have a look. Okay, so we have the name, that is Tom Cruise. We have the email, we have the phone, we have the amount, and we have the payment ID. Excellent. So what's next? So now we are going to deal with ConvertKit. So we just press this window, press this plus button, and another action window appears. And in the choose tab, let me just add ConvertKit. ConvertKit it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as tag a subscriber, and simply just click on connect. We are going with the new connection. Now we have to fill the API key as well as the API secret. Now these are the instructions you have to follow. First of all, you have to go to the ConvertKit account, and after that you have to go to the account setting. You can actually just click here and go directly to the account setting of ConvertKit. So I'm just going to take you directly, by going to the account. Okay, so this is the account settings. Okay, so this is the account settings page, and here you will find the API key and the API secret. So let me just remove the privacy. Okay, so this is the API secret and this is the API key. So let me just copy this and let me just paste it here. So this is the API key. Then we have the API secret. Let me just copy this and let me just paste it here. So we have the API key, we have the API secret. Let me just click on save. So when you click on save, you will have three fields: the tag, the email, the first name. So what's the tag? So basically these are all the tags that is present in my account. So let me just show you those. So these are all the tags that is present in my account. Now what if I create a new tag? The name of the tag is Razorpay data. This is a new tag, Razorpay data, and let me just click on save. Okay, so a new tag has been made. Now since Pabbly Connect is integrated with ConvertKit, when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created tag in the dropdown. So this is a newly created tag, Razorpay data, and we have mapped it. So we have to enter the email. So if you remember correctly, so the email was Tom Cruise. Okay, and we have mapped it, and it wants the first name, and we are going to easily map the first name. The first name is Tom, and we have mapped it. So at this point, to create a subscriber in ConvertKit, let me just click on save and send test request. So the response is a positive one. Excellent. So we are going to create a new registrant in Zoom. Again, we are just going to click on this action window. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, a new window, another action window has been created, and we are just going to select the app as Zoom. Then we are going to select the action event as add a meeting registrant, this one, and simply just click on connect. We are going with a new connection and just simply connect with Zoom. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. Excellent. Now we have some fields, that is meeting, email address, first name, last name. So these are the required fields. Now in case of meetings, it is showing a ton of meetings. Now these are all the meetings that is present in my Zoom account. So let me just cancel this. Okay, so let me just show you all the meetings. So these are all the meetings we have. Okay, let me just go to the previous. So these are all the meetings that is present in my Zoom account is being reflected here, because Pabbly Connect at this point is integrated with Zoom. Now what if I create a new meeting? So I'm just planning to create a new meeting. So let me just click on schedule a meeting, and the name of the meeting is Yoga 102. Okay, so this is an advanced class. Okay, so yoga for advanced yoga. How about advanced yoga? Advanced yoga. Okay, so this will be held on 30th from 3 p.m. and make sure that the registration is required, and let me just click on save. Okay, so a new topic, a new meeting called as advanced yoga has been created. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created meeting in the drop down. So yes, advanced yoga. So we are going to add a registrant to this particular meeting, and once again we are going to just keep on mapping. The email address is Tom Cruise. Okay, we have mapped it. The first name is Tom, I think. Tom, okay. Then we have the last name. The last name was Cruise. Where is Cruise? Okay. Okay, so we have sufficient details. We don't have the details of the address, city, or the country, so we are just going to ignore this. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on save and send us request to create our first registrant in this particular meeting, that is advanced yoga. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send us request. Okay, so the response is a positive one. Our registration ID has been generated. So this means the data has been sent to Zoom. At present, it is showing the registrants as 0. So let me just refresh this. Okay, so now we have a registrant that is 1. So let me just click on view. Okay, so the registrant is Tom Cruise. Excellent. So the presence of this data confirms we have a successful integration between Razorpay, Google Sheets, ConvertKit, and Zoom. Now, before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to minimize this action window, 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 and of course at the last we have the trigger window, and we have minimized it. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Razorpay to Pabbly Connect, and then you have added an action window of API by Pabbly to trim the amount. We had initial amount that is 1300, which was captured as 1,30,000. So we actually had to trim 2 zeros, and using this action window we had trimmed the amount. Then you have established 2 filters. In filters you have made 2 conditions. The first condition is the data should only flow where the payment is captured. The second condition is the payment should be only of 1,300. After that you have added the details of the payee in Google Sheet. Furthermore, you have tagged a subscriber. You basically added the payee as a subscriber in ConvertKit, and furthermore you have added the payee as a registrant in Zoom. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Razorpay to Google Sheets to ConvertKit and Zoom. So not just these all softwares, you can integrate more applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can directly access Pabbly Connect and the workflow from the links I have added in the description box. For any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. If you really found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.